in this ballpark.
And first pitch is in there for a strike. Excellent pitch.
Good depth with his curveball. That's something I think he has to use today quite a bit, is his breaking pitches against his Marlins lineup.
Long look. Here's the 0-2. A line towards the gap in left center field, and that's going to get down. Joey Wendell always seems to get this done, and time again we've seen him get big hits against the Angels. That's a
He'll go up there after that base hit, now 10 for 34.
Trouble here with Garrett Cooper. He's hitting the 0-1.
That's a pretty good baseball players there, as I recall back in my day. Bo Jackson, a Frank Thomas, just to name a few. As an infielder, you have to sell it too, as if you're just kind of like trying to keep them close.
The 1-2 in there. Cooper thought that was off.
Noah did a real nice job of stopping Wendell there. He was going.
Angels 2-0 against the Marlins. Swept that 2-game series earlier this year. Won the second base. The 2-0. That's a ground ball. Oh, Rengifo. Backhand. Tough throw. It's off the bag. Safe.
Ground ball machine. And it's a guy you can get a double play against.
It's Avi Garcia.
He's hitting the 4 double plays. That's what we'd love to be able to.
Runner goes. 0-2, swing and a miss. Throw down to second, not in time. As is the batter with 2 down, 2 on. Bottom of the first. Lifted towards left field. Got a guy there. Brandon Marsh. So Syndergaard gets through some traffic, some trouble, an error.
Because Noah does tend to induce a lot of those ground balls. Nevin said before the game today with him, we'll lean a little bit more towards the.
Yeah. Ground ball. Have Velasquez out there for some defense and get Stefanik back out there rest of the way.
On the bump.
1-1 to Brian Anderson.
Well, I'm liking the depth between his slider and curveball so far for Syndergaard.
Here's a 1-2 to Anderson. 2-2.
That's a pretty good take, because that's a nasty pitch.
Swing and a miss. Stassi picks it up and heads spinning out there. My goodness. I didn't see him, but if they were out there, the Big A, they need to figure it out in general, right? Of course, this is game 82, starting the second half of the season, but last 19 games.
First inning and did a nice job of putting up a 0. A lot of confidence going against this team when you have that type of numbers. Like I said, it doesn't matter if there's not many guys. He hasn't faced pitching here if you're Noah.
The 1-2, center field. Mike Trout drifting to his left, and he has it for the second out. Game like that against Houston, where you tie a record with 20 strikeouts. They're upset. And they care. They care a lot about it.
Boy, if you're Syndergaard and you're getting those
10th inning to break a 1-1 tie, eventually lead to a Marlins sweep of the Nationals.
Well, you think he has to be swinging no matter what here.
Swing and a miss. Syndergaard got him. And he's through 2.
Already with 4 strikeouts in the game, using all his pitches to get the punch.
Number 9 hitter, bottom of the third, is Jacob Stallings, catcher.
Always in strike zone for success. For Syndergaard, it's that down and away, his success.
Syndergaard ahead 1-2 will take over for the next 3, and then Phil Nevin will be able to come off of his 10-game suspension for game.
In the last couple of games, that's been his team as his manager.
Fly ball center field. There's all that room for Mike Trout, casually going back, and he has it there with Damon Mayshore. Well, Joey Wendell led off this. Wendell to center field. That's hit well. Mike Trout going back on that. He has to leap up, and there you go. Make up. He had to go back behind his head to make that catch.
Not quite Jim Edmonds like had a dive there at the warning track, but he had to go over his head and make the play.
Not quite Willie Mays either in the World Series, but excellent catch by in the National League in batting average.
And coming in the game, Syndergaard 40.
1-1 to Cooper. Off the plate, hit .378 in the month of June. Did Garrett.
You know, he had to look back to make sure because he was still upset about that first
right.
at bat where he's called.
2 outs, the 2-1. Swing and a miss.
This season I've seen it's effective if it stays up in the upper plane. But if it drifts down at all, in middle.
On the 4th yesterday, sporting them here tonight. The 3-2. Lifted towards left center field. Hit well. Going back on it is Marsh. And that baseball's off the wall. No, it is gone. It's being ruled a home run for Garrett Cooper. 2 outs and puts the Marlins on the board 1-0. Deuce Aguilar, 2 down. Off the plate. Halos have a shift on to the left side. Good pitch to get back in the count. And the 2-2. Aguilar reaches for it.
Move on. I want to make sure that doesn't magnify and you end up having a tough inning.
That's exactly, yeah. Well, got him. Aviseo Garcia leading off. Makes a ball. And we adding.
I think the best thing he said was anytime you want to play catch with your youngster, catch with the left hand.
I love that point.
Parents, when you work with your sons and daughters at home playing catch, it's catching with the non.
He goes home from the yard. The 2-2. Count runs full to Garcia. Wow. Got him looking off the plate, but Noah gets the call. Garcia's in his face, the face of Lance Barrett. Early shower for Garcia. Jesus Sanchez now. When you have hitters,
they'll start chasing pitches off the corner. I mean, hitting is already hard enough to do, especially with guys like this.
3-0. Not swinging, takes a strike. 3-1.
He might be hanging up in the clubhouse too, getting thrown out of the game potentially.
Change up. And right up the middle, that's going to be a base hit.
Wasn't exactly squared up.
June 1st, 41. And the count will be 0-2 to Anderson. 1-0 Miami Marlins here. Oh, pitch out. Bill Hasselman. Runner doesn't go, fouled off at the plate by Anderson.
Quite a slide step, but quicker.
Runner goes, and it's fouled back. Sanchez will return to.
Marlins weren't playing today, so maybe that was an advantage to them. He said, we know teams are going to attack the running game, but Noah's done a good job with that.
With a slightly different pitcher than he was with the Mets. When he was with the Mets, he was a guy that could just go rush it fast.
One on. Runner does not go, and fouled off again. Two right up the middle. This could be a tailor-made double play. Rengifo takes it himself, throws across. Twit killing. Syndergaard gets the job.
This team loves themselves a t-shirt this year. They had the one with Squid earlier this year, the lesser guy. So Rysel thought he wanted to make a t-shirt for him. It's on his hands on Sunday, so maybe he was brainstorming. I don't know, but wanted to make sure that the C's got some love.
Yeah, and to be clear, he wanted everyone to know that he going. Go. Happy to have her.
And down and in to a left-handed batter.
Sounds to me like you didn't throw your.
It's a good one when you throw a four-seam fastball upstairs, because then they go after it. See, that may be the one I normally would go with, a break a ball there. Just
the 2-2 hit well towards left field, but Brandon Marsh gets a great break on it and has it per usual. Oh, gets the call.
Stassi, but got the call.
That one's hit very well towards left field. Brandon Marsh going back on it. De La Cruz goes yard. Way back. Another solo shot, 2-0 Miami. Those back-to-back games with a home run for De La Cruz. He didn't miss it.
It ended up being a flat breaking ball on that one.
Run of the season. Number 9 hitter now, the catcher Jacob Stallings with one down, and it's 2-0 Miami. Just off the plate. However,
so often you see Syndergaard's change.
Swing and a miss. He got him. Picked up 7 in his last outing versus Chicago. There's Joey Wendell. 1-1. Hitting over 318. He's also walked 5 times, and there's another knock. So a nice welcome back for Joey Wendell here. At first, he has 5 stolen bases. Have to be aware. The 2-2 in there, got him looking. Another strikeout and a season high strikeouts for Noah Syndergaard.